So today we're going to talk about 3 secrets that the insurance companies don't want you to know. The first, and it's a very common mistake, is they'll come to you and they'll ask you for a recorded statement. Remember, you're not legally obligated to provide a recorded statement to the other party's insurance. Your own insurance company you are, because you have a contractual obligation with them, but you're not obligated to provide a recorded statement to the other party's insurance company. The problem with providing a recorded statement to the other side is if you ask them, they're insured, to do the same thing, they'll tell you no. The reason is because if your case proceeds into litigation, that is, you file a lawsuit, and they take your deposition, which they will if you get into litigation, they're going to ask you a lot of the same questions that they asked you during the recorded statement. And if there's any inconsistencies, they're going to point that out and use it against you at the time of trial. The second secret that they won't generally tell you is that they're going to come to you in some cases, especially early on, and make you an offer right there, sometimes next in your hospital bed, or sometimes they'll come to your front door, knock, and say, hey, we come bearing gifts, we have an offer for $10,000. The problem with that is although a lot of people are in dire need of money, and sometimes they offer you a significant amount of money, is that you don't know the full extent of your injuries. And what they're trying to do is close off your case and your damages by having you sign that release. So don't ever be fooled by that. Do not sign any documents if they put them in front of you. The other thing they'll try to ask you to do is sign medical authorizations. And with those medical authorizations, they'll look into your whole life history. They're not entitled to know your whole life medical history. They are entitled to look back if you've had a pre-existing injury. For example, if you're complaining of your neck and you had prior neck complaints, they are entitled to look back as far back as 10 years in most cases, but they're not entitled to look at your whole life history. So if you provide them with a medical authorization, that's generally what they're going to do. So remember, the 3 common pitfalls that insurance companies won't tell you in advance are: they ask you for a recorded statement, they come to you sometimes at your house or in your hospital bed and make you an offer that you think you can't refuse, and they ask you to sign a release of liability. And finally, they ask you to sign medical authorizations, open-ended medical authorizations, so they can look at your whole life history and find things in your medical records that they can use against you in this case. Please don't make these common mistakes. And if you know someone, or if you're personally injured and you need representation, please contact our office, and please share this video with your friends and family. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll be coming out with more informative videos in the near future.